federal prosecutors refused to press any charges against police officers in Michigan that fatally shot a homeless man back in July of 2012. Now, this is a really, really sad case because it involves a 49-year-old by the name of Milton Hall. As I mentioned, he's homeless and also has a history of mental illness. Authorities were called to the scene after someone working at a convenience store alleged that he had stolen coffee from the store. So police show up, and he had a pocket knife, so they felt that he was so much of a threat that they would start shooting at him. Now, according to the Department of Justice and the FBI, after a thorough investigation, federal authorities have determined that this tragic event does not present sufficient evidence of willful misconduct to lead to a federal criminal prosecution of the police officers involved. Now, we have a video of this, and then after we watch that, I have more detail into exactly what the cops did. Then you can judge for yourself whether or not there's enough evidence.
Yeah, the karate stand's about to go ham on them.
So, according to reports during the confrontation in the parking lot, police fired their weapons 47 times at Hall, striking him 11 times and killing him.
So, you know, when you first see the headline, homeless man shot over stolen coffee, I actually think it's slightly misleading because he had a knife, right? And so it doesn't matter how minor the crime was if the police thought that they were threatened, and then it doesn't, you know, that's not pertinent to the threat at the time once the cops show up. And he's mentally ill, but they don't necessarily know that. And he does get in a hostile position, etc. The flip side is, you see in the video, he says, I called 911.
Yeah.
He called 911 to get a police supervisor so that they wouldn't shoot him. They shot him anyway. And look, they shot 47 times, right? And then his mom says it was basically an execution-style killing there, right?
Yeah,
now,
death by firing squad.
Yeah, and look, you know, I don't know if I'm trying to be too fair to the cops, but I get it. There was a little bit of a threat there. And he has a knife, and if it was just one of you and you saw him lunging towards you, okay, then I got you, right? But there just had to be a different way to handle that than shooting 47 times.
Why don't they use their tasers? What happened to tasers? Do they not exist anymore?
But it's so weird because it's like they taser people when there's no need for it. And when there's a need for it, this is what the taser's for. Then they don't use the taser, they immediately step to the next level. And it's so frustrating. Now look, I don't necessarily blame federal authorities either. It's gonna be really hard to prosecute them. They're gonna say he had a knife, he was lunging towards us, you weren't there, we were protecting our fellow officers. It's a hard case, right? So I get why they turned it down. But you just saw the tape, and it's frustrating to say the least. And if you're his family member, obviously you gotta be livid.